updates on the Freedom Ford. I've been having technical difficulties trying to film in this heat, live stream and charge, and man, I tell you. Hey, Dell, how you doing? So far, Sherry, can't complain. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Going to get an update on the Freedom Ford here. Hey Roger, how you doing? I'm on my way over to the dealership now, and I'm gonna go check on it. Yes. No, backfired. Oh well. See? Get antsy. Well, thanks, Sherry. I'm trying to get it back up and going, you know. Once I get it out of the shop, I have to go find a fabrication shop / machine shop. And I have to figure out a better design for some new hinges on those flagpoles. I'm a firm believer that if something fails more than once, then there's definitely something you gotta change. And I've broke 3 hinges on those flagpoles now, so I think changing them is definitely in order. Right on, Roger. You're up in Bullhead on the normal, though, aren't you? Well, healing, that's kind of my forte. I'd like to help you out in any way I can. Hey, Pam, how's it going? Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Is that Big D? Is that Big D? Just teasing. Oh yeah, you want to use that hitch mount. I forgot about that. Well, I might have something for you actually. I might have to check my storage. What I got left. trying to keep the phone in the AC vent so it stays kind of cool. I have a really hard time filming down here, guys. Really hard to film down here. It's really hot. The phone overheats in like just a matter of no time. Stay Healing. If you watch in just a little bit, I'll be in the shop. I'm going to film while we go inside the shop this time, so we'll be able to see all the trucks inside the bay and how big it is, and see the Freedom Ford and all that kind of good stuff. You can always come back and check up on us, of course. But you be safe and enjoy your errands and your chores, and I appreciate you stopping by to say hi. Yes, Stan. No, Pam, not fixed. Just going to get an update on it. Putting something in my truck. There you guys go. I'm going to leave it here for now. Hopefully it doesn't overheat. We'll see. Actually, let's see. you go, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to do an overly exaggerated back. I'm going to hit the knife edge of this rollback here. Who doesn't like a Ford GT? First gen, second gen, they got 3 of them sitting there. Look at that. Okay, so no estimate on how it's done, how long till it's done. So, they're still working on the, anyways, get out of that Ricky Bobby mess. So they're still trying to figure out the start issue, and they are figuring out the gauge issue. They figured out that the gauge cluster itself, is bad, but it's an obsolete part from Ford. So they are in tune or in contact with a local shop that whatever Kama, however, I'm trying to read it while I'm driving. I like that comment. That's pretty funny. So they're still trying to figure it out, but they're either going to rebuild the gauges that I have or find a junkyard gauge or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing with that. So there's that. Oh, you know what? I should go the opposite direction because of where we are. What road is this? Glendale. Yeah, we should definitely make it right here. Burn the gas. Why not, guys? At this point, crazy, I'm so fed up with dealing with all the electrical issues with this truck right now. I just want to get it all sorted out once and for all. And I would be really frustrated if I went and got a junkyard cluster and there was something wrong with it. Given that these are electronic parts, you know, we're not talking old school 70s parts, I would feel confident grabbing anything like that out of a junkyard. But all this modern day stuff, especially the modern day electronics, nah. Take you guys on a little bit of a field trip. We're gonna go on a field trip, guys. Used cluster, I'm not worried about, Cam. Yeah, I don't doubt that. There's plenty of them. I just don't want to go through the headache of getting another bad cluster, you know? I'm at my wit's end with the electronic bugs of this truck. I want it to just be done once and for all. And yeah, it's going to cost me more, but you know, if you add up all the different times I've been broke down, I wish I would have just done this back in Sacramento and been done and over with. Fixed it once. I would have been sitting there in Sacramento for a week, and then I would have turned and headed south when the convoy went up and around. So there's a little bit of a good show for you guys. Good old Phoenix for you. Stan, if you're referencing the speedometer shop in Tempe, that might be who they're using. It's Sanderson, so they're farming out the cluster. Somewhere local is working on the cluster. They're just, whoever's got it right now is either checking it and testing it to see if they can rebuild it, or if they're just going to get a junkyard one, or what the case may be. So that's what they're doing right now. Yeah, they're going to be sending it out, so I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not honestly too worried about it. It'll get fixed when it's ready. Whatever's meant to be will be, and that's all there can be. So Stan, I don't really care at this point. Cheap, expensive, it really doesn't matter as long as it's fixed right, The advantage of getting it fixed at Ford is if something happens with it and it turns out to be some of the work they did previously, and I'm in another town, as long as they got a Ford dealer, they'll cover it, right? But slingshot engaged. But like when you take it to somewhere like Vanderweasel, you're one and done. And they know, the crappy part is they know that you're not in that town. So if you got a problem with it, like I do, I'm not bringing it back to them. 600 miles to take it back to the shop that said they fixed it, I'd pay that in fuel. So, unfortunately, here's the finicky issue with the 7.3 and why people don't like to play with them, because they're finicky. Once they start this process, they're a little finicky, and it costs some serious coin to figure out the bugs. Once you figure out the bugs, it's great. It's going to be a good motor again. But right now, forget it. Forget it. Just the older ones? Oh, shit. Right on, Fernando. Right on. It's a 2000 Gamma, but same gauge cluster. Well, 2003 and a half. The first half of 2003. Second half of 2003 is the 6.0. Cecilia, that's funny. Only 88 bottles to go. Yeah, why is it getting unstable down here? I need to figure this out. Genuinely. Why? I wonder why it does that. Right on, Fernando. 185, stand 185. No, not 300 yet. About 180. The problem is it used to haul mortar around the valley, and it had a mix machine on the back, a gas-powered mix machine, and a gas-powered pump. So it was used for what do they call that stuff, like gunite or pebble tech or whatever, like the spray-in liner of the pool, the spray-in, pool interior or pool bottom or whatever you call that. I'm not a pool guy, forgive me. But that's what it was used for. So they used to haul the pallets of mortar or gunite or pebble tech or whatever you call that stuff, and they would mix it, and once they mix it, they'd pour it into the pump, and then they'd pump it out into the pool and make the pool. This was a horrible idea. It really was. I went the wrong direction because I came towards everybody that's getting off work. So I came towards the traffic. Oh well, I'm in it now. I'm committed. Yeah, 185 barely broken in. I agree. Exactly. That's why it's at the dealer, so it can just get fixed, because it's worth it. It's got the longevity left. Run about 150 to 250. See, that's not horrible, Camo. That's not horrible. So, they got to rebuild it. They get a new one. Whatever they got to do, that's not bad. So when it's all said and done, I won't have an electrical problem anymore, and I'll have working gauges. Fernando, I didn't, yeah, that stuff, Cama. Fernando, I haven't been convoying lately. The truck's in the shop, so it's down for the count right now. Jamie Davis, I'm in Phoenix, transitioning from the 51 to the I-10. Stand, I don't care. I really don't. What's an extra $200 for the peace of mind, the paperwork aspect, the work being semi-warranted or, semi-workable if you go from state to state or whatever. It's just a better paper trail, especially if I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do to the truck. Well, that's what they say, Kama. That's why I'm putting the money into it, because I don't see a reason to get a different truck if this one runs mechanically, Oh shoot, I was on the 17. Ciao! Ciao! Oh well, not a big deal. Fernando, I don't know. I'd have to sit down and compute it. Probably, I don't know, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, something like that. I'd have to compute it. Yeah, just showing you around Phoenix a little bit. Yep, that's field trip. Crazy. You're just going to come down here and see the overpass. That's it. I don't think I was involved for 6,000 miles there, Fernando, but maybe. I don't know. I really don't really know. Yeah, but what makes Phoenix bad is everybody wants to do 90, right? Like, obviously right now we're in the slow and go, but you guys know something about Arizona. I don't know what it is. As soon as you get around the Phoenix area, everybody's speed limit is 80. And I am not one to complain because, trust me, I like driving fast. But hot damn, when I'm in a big truck, infamous city skyline, you guys. There you guys go. For those of you that have never been to Phoenix, this is the ever-growing, ever-changing Phoenix skyline. Growing faster than probably anywhere else right now, I think. Here is, that's the State Fairgrounds with the Veterans Coliseum. That big round Coliseum is the Veterans Coliseum. That's where they did the state audit for the shenanigans that's going on down here. I'm sure you guys have heard something about all of that. Oh, nice, buddy. which movement. There's like 15 right now. I would need a little bit more specifics to answer that one. That, I believe, is the Social Security building right there, downtown Phoenix. Fernando, I've been more focused on my truck and what I'm dealing with than to pay attention to any of that stuff. I care about right here at home, what's happening directly to me right now. My life, my truck, my border issues right here on our southern border. I live in Arizona, you know, and if everybody leaves the West Coast to go to the East Coast, you know, no problem, Fernando. I'll make a video when it's a little bit more in detail. This is our Arizona Capitol building and AZ State Capitol complex directly in front of us here. Alright guys, we got 50%, so we're going to experiment with this and we're going to play with it. But in the meantime, give me 1 second. I think we're okay. Let's see. Oh, we got a protester out here, solo dude. You want to be on camera? You want to be on camera? Sure? You're okay with that? All right, what you got there?
That's universal basic income. It's just like, everybody deserves, like, to universally, like, happy with whatever they find happy.
Okay.
You find it if you're working, all the time.
Okay.
If we had the universal basic income, then everybody would be able to, like, just have the income to have, like, a floor to live off. So then they would find the thing that, like, they work at best.
Okay, okay.
They would actually enjoy the pursuit of the happiness.
Okay, so what does your sign say? Better equal. Which do we go across the top, or do I go bottom and then top?
It's all the same stuff. So.
Okay. Better knowledge, equal is equal, equality, equity or liberation, equity or liberation, and a better tomorrow. Okay, what you got? Equity is a better tomorrow. Okay, okay. Let's see what you got over here. Universal basic income. Tax the better for right for all way. Which one? Tax the right way, better for all. Okay, right on, right on. Okay. So what brings you out here today? It's hot, and I see you're out here all by yourself.
Well, just trying to enforce, what should be right, the right way,
Okay.
Just keeping the equity at peace.
Okay, I've got 28 people watching right now, and they say great job. You're keeping it up, and it's hot. And
if you want to live the dream, it's our dream, just the future. The future's our dream, right?
Sure, sure.
Then we all gotta find the thing that fits us best and work best at it. And that's how we're gonna accomplish the future.
Absolutely. Working together is absolutely the key to everything. I think a lot of the divide that we have here has gotten too out of control. Would you agree? I think regardless of how we all have our own belief structure, we can all agree that we're all in the same boat together. And once upon a time, we used to be able to just everybody get along, and now everybody fights over everything.
Everybody used to pitch in to kill an animal. It shouldn't have to be that way, but it was.
Yeah, it's pretty wild that you're out here in the heat. I give you credit for that. I just came down here to check out the state capitol and show the people about the state capitol down here. Oh, you got signs everywhere. Right on. But what motivated you to do it, like, today of all days, or,
I just kind of had the idea of, like, why I gotta go to school, and it's like, why not just have because I've been really, like, into UBI, lately, like, because I just kind of...
What's that?
Universal Basic Income.
Oh, okay, UBI, duh, okay.
Yeah, but, like, I just kind of been into it because it's the best way to innovate, not just for me, but for everybody.
Okay.
We all innovate, we all dream, we all find our thing.
Do you want to plug anybody or plug anything? You want to plug your social media? You want to tell any messages or say any stories? Give a shout out to anybody?
I give a shout out to the world.
Okay.
You know, just everybody. Everybody deserves a chance.
Right on, right on. Okay, okay. Everybody deserves a chance. I like that. I like that. See, that's what I feel like, you know, we're missing, is that we're all allowed to have our own opinions, but everybody does deserve a chance, and we should all just get along in the sense of, you know, we're all here together, right?
Yep.
Right on, right on. Well, I appreciate you being out here, man. Give me some skin. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. What's your name?
Sergio.
Sergio. Thank you, Sergio. We appreciate you, and like I said, there's about 30 people out here watching you, so give you a little shout out, get you a little publicity, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over here and check out this. I'll be back by in a little bit, man. Take it easy. Trying to keep an eye on the heat of the phone. The phone's overheating already, guys. Well, that's because they waste a lot of water on it. A lot of water. You know, I wish I had like a drone or something to fly over the state and show you guys all the golf courses. You know, they say it's a desert, but it's just amazing the amount of golf courses we have. Right on, Julia. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're always in a drought, but they can always water the golf courses, you know. That's the truth, Roger. That's the truth. Is that not an amazing state capital or what, guys? I mean, they're always beautiful, but look at that. Here you guys go. It's a replica of the Liberty Bell, and it, before it was positioned here in its day, it toured the entire state. And it sits here and it just kind of, you know, does its liberty thing, standing for a free citizen in a free land. And you know, of it. So this is the Liberty Bell replica. Last year, fun fact, last year during the political shenanigans and the rioting that happened in Phoenix and everything, do you guys see the damage right here on the lip of the bell? There was a crazed protester that hit the bell about 10 times with a sledgehammer, and it was nuts. But that's the damage that happened last year. So we're just gonna cruise over here and we're gonna check this out. Oh, okay, so here's your state senate building. Okay, that's your main capitol building, This right here is a House of Representatives building. And there was that exit door right there. There was a incident that happened last year. It's kind of interesting. And this last year, let's see, we're in June, so it would have been January 6th of 2020, you know, when they had the insurrection in DC. These doors right here were getting beat on. And I believe it was this one right here on the left that got broken, actually. Nobody went in, nothing like that. It didn't get broken out. It just got cracked. Like they were beating on it, making noise, and yeah, the window broke. So I believe this is what they call the Rose Garden Park area of the state capitol over here. Here's the back of that Capitol building here. This park was mighty full on a certain particular night. Give our respects to the park here before we sit down. Dedicated to Senator Carl Hayden, in gratitude for over half a century of distinguished service to his state and nation. 1966. So yeah, this building right here is the back of this House of Representatives building, or the side of it. And last year, during all of the post around all the post election stuff, this right here was a little bit of a hotbed, and this parking lot one night was full of cops, and they protected all the representatives in here because there was a very decent sized crowd that had this whole building surrounded. And it was kind of interesting because all the legislatures had to come out of the back, which is right over here. This is the back of the building. This is where the door came out. So we're going to walk around and go that way, but just telling a little story, you know. So it was kind of fun. This was an interesting time. But this whole park had people in it. Kind of scattered throughout. It was night, so this area gets really dark at night. But a nice little park. Helped the phone cool down a little bit. Whoops. Yeah, help the phone cool down a little bit. Hold on, guys, I'm checking something out real quick here. There we go. Fix it. Fixed it. There we go. Hey everybody, make sure you drop a like button on the video. Let me know if you like coming down here and going on a field trip. You know, this is the Arizona state capital. Let me know if this is something you guys like to see, or you want to see more of the Arizona, what it's got to offer, etc. I don't know how well it's going to work, because I'm playing with the heat down here, so I'm running to the shade every time I can to try to keep it cool. But this right here is the little door that they all came out of. It's kind of funny. I had to run to their cars with a full Arizona DPS escort because they were a little nervous. We're going to just kind of cruise around. I'm going to try to catch this little bit of shade over here, get a full tour of the park, and what we're going to do is go across the street, and we're going to see all the monuments and memorials and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, there was actually 2 arrests made, Kathleen. 2 arrests were made from the Capitol protest down there. The state capitol, so this is the Capitol complex and all of its monuments. So it's getting pretty warm, guys, so we're gonna make this quick if the phone doesn't overheat. Okay. Code Talkers Memorial. Coming up here to the Vietnam Memorial. I think this is Vietnam. I don't remember. Back in the shade. So during the rallies, this whole parking lot right here, all this right here, this whole thing on this side and the whole other side where I was parked would be cars, and then surrounding all the surrounding buildings out here and around this government building complex, whatever you want to call this place. Yeah, crazy. I don't blame him. I want to be a snowbird. I love it here in the wintertime. Here we go. Submariners Monument. Yeah, what is it, guys? Tell me what the temp is down here. Phone might overheat, guys. I won't lie. It's getting a little warm. I think I'm probably just gonna hurry up, run around this. All these big black plaques are new. I haven't got to check out any of these plaques. These are all brand new. This was here, but these big plaques are all new. Looks like another one's going in right there. Or no, that's just a grind stops. Japanese monument. Or Korea, is it Korea or Japan? I don't remember. So, can't tell. This is kind of 101. Yeah. Yeah. Firefighters Monument. That's a deck gun. We'll go check that out. No, I mean, how's the temp down here, guys? I can't, so when you're filming in this type of heat, and this sun, it reflects off of the foam, so it's really, really, really hard to read. Some people sitting over there. So USS Arizona battleship guns. There you go. Look at those guns. Boom! Hey guys, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something, guys. You're gonna think I'm crazy. Well, let's do it.